Welcome to Trading Lounge and the SP 500 for the 6th of August. So on the monthly chart here, we've got wave 3 here with an A and a B and a C here for wave 4. And then we have wave 1 and 2 all the way up for wave 3 on this high, wave 4 here, and then wave 5 to the upside here. Now, I can count 5 waves from the low here to the high here, so it is possible that we can actually have a high in place here. The only problem with that is that when we've got an extension in wave 3 here, that means that wave 1 and wave 5 will be roughly the same. I know big numbers can skew the market, and perhaps that's okay, and perhaps that is the top there. The other point for this is that this wave 4 here, this can be up for wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2, and then up for 3, 4 and 5 here to have this completed up the top here. So that would be the second count there. And also too, which I don't think the case is that this wave 4 here, this wave 4 is not completed, so we've got an expanded flat correction here that can move back down below this wave 4 here and then up for wave 5, putting wave 4 over here. So that's all possible. So we may end up with a more complicated correction through here. Perhaps even part of a triangle. I doubt it, but yeah. So anyway, it's all about making money, so let's go in and check that out. So on the monthly to the weekly chart here, as I mentioned, we can look at wave 4 being here, and we can have wave 5 being on this top here, or we can look at this as wave A coming down here, as wave A here, wave B, and wave C here for wave 2, and then move up from that point into wave 3 there. I kind of like this scenario. And one of the reasons that I like it is that in a correction, if we just go to the daily chart now and pick this up, so this is a count that I've had for a long time, and I've always liked this, like using wave 1 here and wave 2 here, and then looking at wave 5 moving up here, wave 3 up here and wave 4, because wave 4 pulls back 38.2% roughly as wave 4, and then the 5 waves up here. So this is a good count. I just don't know if it's wave 5 or wave 1, but the case for wave 1 here is quite strong, because in a correction, when a market moves up here, wave A is normally the sharpest, and then wave B, and then wave C is normally on more of a slight angle like that. If we see, however, that this move here is not on an angle, exaggerating it, it's not on an angle like that, or more, less than. If it's actually sharper, it starts to come down sharper than the first move down, which is pretty tough to do, then we'll look at it as a third wave down, and as a third wave down, of course, will come much further down than that. But either way, coming into tactics now and trying to make a buck out of this, is that if we have 5 waves moving down through here, all right, then we're going to get, if I just remove this for a moment, just draw this out a little bit. So in a nutshell, if we look at this here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, the market's going to stick to 2800. It's a minor trading level, and then wave 5 dipping down in here. Then there's going to be an A and a B and a C back up, and then down again here. So realistically, in just catching this leg down here, this will be a 5, 3, 5 structure here. So we'll be able to get it up here anyway. But with all trends, there's a beginning and a middle and an end, and the beginnings occurred, the middles occurred, and now we're in the ending of the structure. So yes, there is more downside, but it's going to be in a series of waves, 4s and 5s, so a little bit tricky there on that. So on the 4-hour chart here, we can map it out like this here, just roughly here. So the 5 waves down would be wave 1 and 2 here, and this is not finished here, 3, 4 and 5 here for the A wave, or wave 1, an A and a B and a C back up for wave B and down for wave C here. This on the hourly chart here. My main work's on the tick chart, so it's not really going to make much difference here. So, but what I can say here is that the 2800 is going to be the sticky number here. So we're going to see some type of correction here first, and then a failing of that, and a retest, and then down, and then an A and a B and a C. I'll have to do more work on that. I'm just sketching it out a little bit. But like I said, there's a beginning, there's a middle, and then there's the ending of the structure here. And like I said, I'm labeling it wave A because of the speed that it's moved down in. I mean, it's in a third of a third, and the size of the structure is all fine. So it's acting like a third wave. Yeah. Alrighty, just a short little update. Okay, cheers.